This is a film about a small car from a company who once made the engines for rockets, and they make the fastest accelerating car you can buy. But this isn't a GTR or a rocket. It is a new worthy contestant for Europe's top 10 super minis. And this is the brand new Nissan Micra, a car that's very important for Nissan, not just because it's a really competitive space, but because they say this is going to revolutionize and raise expectations on what's achievable with a super mini. Starting with the basics, a lot more of the information is controlled from this new and very good quality steering wheel. Navigation is here, you've got cruise here and phone and all that there. You've also got a lane departure warning system on this car too, I know. And you can have Apple CarPlay and Android in the Micra. But if you don't want to pay for it, you can use Nissan Connect, which is free. And that gives you, well, almost as much functionality. And here, for example, I can go into my apps and look at Google search, online search, TripAdvisor, Facebook, Twitter, along with points of interest, which is useful. But the best bit about this is that you can actually do a thing called send to car. So you can send a route from your laptop to the car, pick it up, and away you go. All that is free. And it's not the only thing that's free. Yes, there's a brand new design, higher quality materials, intelligent headlights, moving object detection, and emergency autonomous braking, and a thing called intelligent trace, which I will demonstrate here.
Yes, and in order to do so, I'm going to have to take this next corner much faster than I really should. And what will happen is the car will brake the wheels independently for the optimum cornering line. That is clever. And it will stop me from getting oversteer or understeer, making sure that my angle through the corner is as perfect as it can be. So that's actually really good and stops you from ending up in a ditch. There's another thing called ARC, which is active ride control, which comes with the Nissan Micra. And what that does is regulate the bumps. So when you're going over sort of large bumps, again, it does a similar sort of thing using technology. Brilliant. I'm going to do it again because this is great hooligan fun. Round again. No ditch for me because the wheels are braking. It's the outside wheel that's braking that time, and this is fun.
So far so good. We can probably agree that this car has more standard kit on it than others that cost more. In fact, you could lease one of these for less than you probably spend in Starbucks each month. But which one should you have?
Well, in a car like this, I would always advise just go for the cheapest one if it's not rubbish, and it's not. There are 3 engines to choose from. You've got 2 petrol and 1 diesel. Strangely enough, they're all very similar in terms of their power, so that makes your choice a little bit easier. 79 horsepower. This one is the under 1 litre sized engine. It's got a nice big turbo, so you've got plenty of power there as well, which is good. The only problem is there aren't any automatics on the horizon, so it's manual or manual.
The gearbox, though, might not be a problem, though, because this car is aimed at younger, cooler people and no longer at your nan. It would also be too firm for her anyway. She probably wouldn't like the 41 miles to the gallon either, and was probably expecting something like 2,000. And if I was being really honest, the Micra does, yes, still have that same small car road noise issue that every small car in the world has, except the Polo and maybe the Fiesta.
But it's not just the Fiesta and the Polo in this segment, of course, and maybe that's a bit unfair because I don't think this is as good as either of those. But it is significantly cheaper per month and for the first time has more to offer than ever before. For instance, 300 litres of space in the boot, which is more than the Polo and the Fiesta, and you can get this with a 360-degree camera. But check the specs when you order because this one doesn't have any parking sensors at all. Arguably also inside the Nissan, some of the materials are really, really good. It's so well put together. You've got brilliant rubbers, brilliant plastics, and really nice upholstery as well, which impressed me completely. Stereo's a bit standard, but you can also get a Bose one, which is a bit more money, and you get speakers actually in the headrests. And if you don't like the look of this car, well, that's not a problem either, because you've got 100 different combinations of paint and interior combos that you can put together. Wheel colours, pretty much everything can be customised. That's a very clever thing from Nissan, making this car almost as personal as you are.
And for that money, I like it. Regardless of it being for business or for you as an individual, leasing could be the cheapest way to get one compared to a PCP or loan. The trick is to do your homework for each car, and that's another film. In the meantime, have a look at the link we put in the description, which will take you to the latest monthly prices on offer today from the UK's largest car leasing comparison website.